Okay, so a good first half performance. Then they went down to the 10 men late in the first half, and then hit us straight away in the second half with a goal. And then we really struggled to break them down.
Yeah, I suppose that's an honest assessment of it. I will say, and I think this is an important bit. We've come away from home. We've made 5 changes to the 11, and lads that haven't played an awful amount have come in. We've changed our goalkeeper to give our Aaron, who's been waiting in the wings. The 2 wide boys, Caney hasn't played a lot of football. We're still missing both of our sort of fullbacks that finished last year, and we've got 4 defenders all we've got left in the squad at the minute because of injuries. And we've come here and we played them off the park first half, and a couple of bad errors in terms of Steve Murray should cross one for a tap in. He's had a great shot saved. Jake's had a shot saved. It was all us first half. I think they had a free kick from 30 yards and the goalkeeper saved it. And the pitch is heavy, really, really heavy. And I said at half time, it doesn't really make much of a difference 10 v 11 because neither side can pass the ball on the pitch. So the fact we had to stay concentrated, we couldn't concede, and and that's the only 5 minutes of the game that I'm disappointed with. Was we've come out and we've been passive and we've allowed a ball go in the box. Great header, I had an unbelievable cross, but too easy by our standards. We got sucker punched, and it was 3-4 minutes in the second half, and then after that they've had one chance late on in the second half when we're pushing it, but it's all us. And the goalkeeper's made 3 good stops from Joe. He's made a stop from David, and we've had a header wide. We've had numerous crosses, corners, and nothing would fall to us. We've had Ross from long distance, Hurley from long distance. We made some errors with the ball second half, but I thought they were absolutely, and I would say that is the best performance with 10 men that I've seen ever. That good. They killed the game. They made it. The substitutions were spot on at the right times. They've gone down for injuries at the right times. They killed the game. Jake Brown's won numerous free kicks. The centre forwards worked his absolute socks off. Sam Edges had a great game at centre half. Our former lad and done brilliant one. Headers under his crossbar. They threw bodies in front of it. And if I was their manager, I'd have been absolutely distraught at how much they were outplayed first half, but absolutely immensely proud of their second half performance when they were outstanding. And we got to dust ourselves down. We've got to take it on the chin. It won't define our season. We were never going to win the Vase. And that's, I say never. It's 1 in a million hit, and probably the same for them. And I think they've had a great win. It's earned them some money. It feels like a massive one. If you'd have asked me on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, 3 points at Worcester or progress in the Vase, I'd have taken the 3 points at Worcester. You'd have asked me if we'd have taken 6 points at Westford and Worcester and lost in the Vase, I'd have taken it all day. You could see that by the team selection that we were a little less keen to win this competition than our League One, and that's our bread and butter. That's what will define our season. And we've come down here and given a really, really good account of ourselves 11 v 11 and let ourselves down ever so slightly with 10 men on a heavy pitch. And all of the things were in their favour, but take nothing away from them. And that's, they were brilliant second half, and we never really troubled them as much as I would like for any sustained pressure, because they killed the game. So credit to them. Disappointing. Ask me something else about anything else other than the game of football now.
Yeah, no, I mean, funny. I was just saying exactly the same to Josh Bennett in the bar there, that the 6 points were what I'd have been taking in this game. Love to win it, don't get me wrong, but 2 away games at 2 teams in the top 6, winning those is what we're trying to achieve.
All 4 games you go for it. We lost the odd goal at Malvern, and we were really unlucky to lose that one. We were lucky to win at Worcester, and we were unlucky to lose tonight. When I say lucky, the margins have got to be in your favour. That both of these sides are in the top 2 of their league, and they're top if they win their game in hand. We are top of our division. I think our division is stronger. I do believe that, and I've got to say this, but I do think we're a better team than them, and I think that was proved first half 11 v 11. But they have got know-how, they've got experience, they've got grit, they fight for the team, and they deserve their win because of that. And if our lads had done that second half, I'd have been pumping the air just like they were, so credit to them.
Yeah, back to league duty next Saturday, and Tuesday night we've got the GFA Cup, is that right?
It is, yeah. So we got the GFA Cup. for us, we want to be a bit of a wounded animal again. When we last lost our league game in the FA Cup, we went on an 8 or 9 streak of not losing and winning most. We lost to Melbourne and we went and won 4 away on the spin. We now need to dust ourselves down, win Tuesday, progress in the cup, and then we need to go to Fairford and Brinscombe, and we need to be as ruthless as we've been over the last couple of weeks and play as well as we did first half. But my lads are brilliant and they played fantastically well first half. Let's not get too amped up that we've lost to 10 men, because that's a really good performance from them. And on any other day, probably the margins go in our favour. We've had 8 shots on target, they've had 2. And you know, we just dust ourselves down and go. I'm not too disappointed. It is what it is.
I know what you're saying, and yeah, I mean, and you got to look at those 2 games. We probably put a lot into those. To be fair, it's not an excuse, but the lads have put it in. For
well, they
those
have,
2
and
games.
we freshened it up. We freshened it up, and lads have cut. And this is Nick's come in. Nick Jones and done very well off the left. First half was excellent. Bailey was excellent. The first half off the right. You know, we brought the goalkeeper Aaron's done nothing wrong all night. Great header, kicking it outstanding. Ryan Caney's come in and does what Ryan Caney does. It's just the margins have gone against us. They've had one bit of brilliance, one lapse of concentration for us, and we never quite had the quality. And little things, you know, we get 3 subs in the FA Vase, and we get 5 in the league. If we had George Kello and Charlie Dashfield that were good passers of the football, that if you're chasing a game in a league fixture, they come on, and who knows how much of a difference that makes. And your Aaron Wardback seems to be a technical player that can get on the ball. But this isn't excuses. They're just things that have happened in the game. Credit to them, and we'll move on. Move on quickly.
Move on. See you on Tuesday.
Top man.
Cheers.